Hello and welcome to Mersey News and Mersey Sports Live. I'm Sarah Westhead.
And I'm Connor Cain. In a moment we'll have a full roundup of today's sport, but first.
Tributes have been paid to Birkenhead-born comedian and campaigner Paul O'Grady after his sudden death at the age of 67. The Queen Consort among those paying tribute, saying she's deeply saddened by the death of her friend who had a warm heart and infectious humour. Zoe Hamilton reports.
Paul O'Grady was known for his drag persona Lily Savage, campaigning and many other TV and radio roles throughout his career. His husband, Andre Patricio, confirmed that he died unexpectedly but peacefully on Tuesday evening.
What about your Christmas night? So turkey?
No. Rohypnol. I get up in the morning, Michael, 2 of them with a bit of stuffing, unconscious.
Not delicious.
My little stepdaughter said to me, you know what, she said, when you're old...
I told you this chair's got mad. Sorry.
I bought some iced tea from me Omo.
From you what?
From me Omo.
Homies, Joyce.
What did I say?
Homo, that's a different thing altogether.
I bought it from me Homo.
Homie, Joyce.
Homie, innit?
There you go.
Tributes have been flooding in on Twitter, with Battersea Dogs and Cats Home saying he will be so dearly missed. O'Grady became an ambassador for Battersea in 2012 following the success of his show For the Love of Dogs. Pete Price, a longtime friend of O'Grady, shared a heartfelt tribute and said on GB News that O'Grady totally changed tea time television. The Queen Consort has also shared her condolences, saying that she recalls lots of waggy-tailed memories as she joined O'Grady for a Christmas special For the Love of Dogs last year. Zoe Hamilton, Mersey News Live.
The jury in the trial of a man charged with murdering Olivia Pratt-Corbell has retired to consider his verdict. The 9-year-old was shot dead at her home in Dovecot last August. Thomas Cashman is accused of opening fire while he chased a convicted drug dealer. The 34-year-old, who's from West Derby in the city, denies all 5 of the counts against him, including wounding the girl's mum. From the 1st of April, tougher measures for retailers selling knives to children will be introduced across England and Wales. The guidelines apply to offenders who fail to ensure that adequate safeguards are in place that prevent the sale of a knife, knife blade, razor blade, axe or any other article that has a blade or is sharply pointed to under 18s either in store or online. The Magistrates' Court will also have new specific sentencing guidelines for this offence for the first time ever. Merseyside Police say that these new guidelines will remove any ambiguity and ensure a more consistent approach to how these offences are dealt with across the country. An investigation by Mersey News Live into the cost of accommodation in Liverpool has found some hotels charging thousands of pounds more than normal. Fans say they expected prices to go up, but this has been described as unprecedented. The city's mayor has said she doesn't want people to be exploited, but the Premier Inn has defended its actions, saying they are working in line with industry standards. A Liverpool animal charity is urging people to get their cats neutered ahead of the kitten season. Rescue Me Animal Sanctuary in Melling says breeding happens all year round but reaches crisis levels during the summer. People are drawn to their cute and cuddly ways, but they often don't understand their complex needs. Rescue Me is offering cheap neutering for anybody, even if they aren't on means-tested benefits, and hopes that this will encourage people to neuter them. Cats are often misunderstood and people overestimate their ability to survive outdoors, which isn't always the case. Here a kitten suffers from an eye ulcer caused by cat flu from living outside. Rescuers say if you see cats or kittens in the wild to please not approach immediately, but to contact an expert straight away. However, they reiterate their biggest piece of advice, which is to please get your pets neutered. A global film festival showcasing the best short films from across the world is underway in Liverpool. The festival is run by MA film students and is currently in its third year. This year's event has attracted entries from Poland, New Zealand, France, Italy, Indonesia and of course the UK.
This is a festival that MA film students organize under my supervision. Submissions are open from around the world. We've had currently 1,400 submissions from over 90 countries. The films are available from everywhere around the world. Basically, it's not geo-blocked, the festival, for 8 days. And the main way to access them is the website. So our live event is only for the winning films.
Time now for the sport. Here's Connor.
Thanks, Sarah. Ex-Everton coach and manager of Celtic, Fran Alonso, has spoken exclusively to Mersey Sport Live after he was assaulted by Rangers coach Craig McPherson. Alonso appeared to be headbutted by McPherson following Monday night's Old Firm derby, where Celtic scored a late equaliser. However, tensions seem to have cooled since then.
It was literally the last kick of the game. To try to score that goal, and then in the last kick of the game, in the 99th minute, it came. So we were absolutely delighted. For us, felt like a win. For them, felt like a defeat. And when I was shaking everyone's hand, I felt like a little push behind. He called me little rat, and I didn't have a clue why or what I've done, no idea. But fair play to him. He called me today. He asked for my number. He called me today, and he apologized. For me, that's the end of everything. You know, I accept the apologies, and I will not press. Police Scotland asked, and I will not press charges.
Cricket now, and Lancashire Cricket Club opened the first Core Cities Ramadan Cup on Monday night. The competition aims to celebrate the Islamic holiday of Ramadan and will see 39 matches played across 10 days. Jack Holmes went to see how the opening night went.
Lancashire County Cricket Club hit it for 6 as 8 teams took to the pitch for a series of 5-over games. The players broke fast before engaging in prayer together, and then the games began. The competition is being hosted at the prestigious Old Trafford Cricket Ground within the indoor training centre.
I was very excited leading up to the tournament, very busy planning, a number of challenges, but we get over those challenges because when I see this today, I'm really content. It makes me really happy that we've provided this opportunity to diverse communities who probably wouldn't have the opportunity otherwise. So Lancashire, I feel that we're very much playing a part in community engagement and also community cohesion. And we're now putting on a tournament of 8 teams. They're playing every night, they're playing 2 matches every day, and they're getting some physical activity as well, which is really important.
Speaking to the players, the competition seems to be a runaway hit.
Oh, it's brilliant. We're really enjoying it, and it's really fun here. We're really thankful to Lancashire, and it's really a nice tournament in Ramadan, so we're really enjoying it.
I think it was a long time due, and because back home we do it regularly on the streets everywhere, so it's good to have sort of a setup, because obviously we can't do it outside because it's raining and everything. So it's nice to be able to play around and be with mates.
It's quite good tournament, after iftar, guys are getting together and playing all together. So it's kind of fun though.
The competition runs until April 5th, and with how well it's gone down with players and staff alike, the 2024 edition is sure to be even better.
Liverpool's Neil Skupski and partner Wesley Kooloff face Santiago Gonzalez and Eduardo Roger Vasselin in the quarter-finals of the Miami Open tonight. The British and Dutch duo beat the same opponents in the semi-finals of Indian Wells earlier this month. Liverpool fullback Andy Robertson captained Scotland to a 2-0 victory over Spain that puts them top of Group A in Euro qualification. Elsewhere, Reds teammates Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott featured for England under-21s as they lost to Croatia 2-1. Mo Salah was the final Liverpool player in action. He registered a goal and an assist in Egypt's 4-0 victory against Malawi in the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. Ahead of Aintree's showpiece Grand National in 2 weeks, UK jockeys are adapting to new whip rules. Lorcan Williams missed the Cheltenham Festival after being handed an 18-day ban for overuse of the whip. The new regulations have been watered down, however, disappointing animal welfare campaigners. The Horse Racing Welfare Board acknowledged that use of the whip to encourage horses splits public opinion, but insists that standards are progressing in the right direction.
We've seen, a ban on the whip because we don't think it serves any particular purpose other than trying to get the most out of a horse, which as proved by scientific research, is a falsehood. When you look at racing, it breeds too many horses than will ever race. When they do race, they get whipped, they die on race courses. And when they retire, there's very, very little provision for them. If you support horse racing, in a sense, you're indirectly supporting that as well. You're supporting the whip, you're supporting the horses dying on race courses, and indirectly horses going to slaughterhouses.
We've got 500 plus trainers that are really, really committed to what they do, to incredible standards. But as with every sport, everything can be improved. Yeah. And that whole area of continuous improvement and minimising risk in the sport is absolutely at the heart of a lot of the horse welfare board. Every single thing can be made a little bit safer, a little bit better, can help ultimately progress the sport to gold standard levels.
And finally, Liverpool saw a record number of participants in the city's annual half marathon at the weekend. 5,000 runners gathered at Peterhead on Sunday morning. Many were raising money for various charities, including Tom Prothero.
Well, I've been running since the start of the fourth year this year with the rest of the dentists, so a few of them were doing it. And I think the charity who did it for Claire's House is a good charity because it looks after terminally ill children, and I think it was close to a few of the tutors on our course, so it suited us to do that charity. Our original goal was £2,000, but I think we got to 3,000 in the end. So,
organisers of the event, BTR Liverpool, are now preparing for the Mersey Tunnel 10K, which will take place on April 16th. Time for the weather now. Here's Kay.
Thank you, Connor, and good afternoon, Merseyside. It's been a great morning here in Liverpool, and it's carrying on into this afternoon. Not too cold though, at 14 degrees Celsius as we head into spring, only dropping to about 9 degrees later on tonight. Our forecast says we should expect some light rain and a gentle breeze later this evening. Thursday's weather is set to be 14 degrees again, but with scattered showers throughout the day, so don't forget your umbrellas tomorrow. Now back to Sarah and Connor.
Thanks, Kay. Well, that's it for today and the semester.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.